In the spring of 2023, the Racial Healing Initiative team gathered for a 3-day retreat to reflect on our racial healing work with retreat centers over the past year. We shared a conversation on why we joined this team and what motivates each of us to continue this work supporting retreat centers and their communities.
Racial Healing Initiative just opened up the floodgates to be in practice, to be in practice with people, and then take that practice and then go into a retreat center. I was like, this is the golden ticket for me in this kind of dual relationship that we have as facilitators in doing the sessions, that magic starts to happen. You know, it really starts to happen. And so I just wanted to be a part of the magic. It's healing for myself, very much.
I had the one-on-ones with everyone. My heart was just so happy. I was like, how wonderful to get to work with people who are just so skilled and who I don't have to hide who I am. Is there room for me to be my full ceremonial indigenous self in this? Because if there is, then I'm curious. The Spirit is always telling me if it's not dropping into here, it's not for this time and it's not going to succeed. And
I've been looking to draw together these pieces of myself that have felt like such disparate pieces that I couldn't bring into authentic relationship with any of the organizations with whom I was working, that I was like, there is this deep spirit piece that is part of me that is not, that I can't, they don't accept that language or like don't understand it, you know, when they're talking about like outcomes. You can't be like, well, you'll be more in alignment with your spiritual authenticity, or like, how do you, yeah. So it just felt like, oh, this is where I'm being called to be, and so I'll just like surrender and say, show me the next piece. And the longer I've been doing it, the more the work has been showing me what is the work in myself. And of course, right, it's always like the layers are not separate, and that further proves to me my own interdependence in community, in the world, in right relationship with the earth and all of the non-human beings, that I'm like, of course, it goes deeper and deeper and deeper the more I open and are welcoming of it.
it's like, how do we tell that story together that expands what this is? And story tells in a different way about what this is and invites people into a deeper knowing, deeper belonging. Like, how do the retreat centers learn to belong, learn to become, learn to bridge? And what's in their way that they can't see?
Right.
Yeah.
A tough learning curve for me is that emergent approach to these communal spaces. We are emerging what RCC is. We are emerging what the Racial Healing Initiative is. We are emerging what retreat centers are, like what they're going to be. These way stations on the path to freedom. Or whatever that phrase is. Oh, yes. Oh, that's what I want.
That's the first time I've heard that.
That's a Lauren quote.
Well, for me, it supported me in doing this work more theologically or spiritually. I also was consulting with nonprofits and racial equity, and there was that piece that was missing for me to really think theologically about how the practice of racism has infiltrated aspects of human existence. It's really allowed me to deepen into my creativity and pull out things that are in me that I had not known, the gifts and talents, and present them in ways that are innovative. And I do believe in the idea of being a leader and a learner in the space, and I'm able to do both.
I was reflected back in my chaplain training that I'm like a wounded healer. Like I've felt like I'm always bringing my wounds with me, right? And have healing energy to give. And I think what I'm so grateful for about this is that I'm healing. I can see the future of not being a wounded healer. Like I can see the future of being a healer. Or a healing healer right now, you know. Yeah.
I sense the depth of the capacity in this team to meet people where they are, but also to push them and to be intuitive and wise in that process. I know I have a lot to contribute in terms of the frame and the vision part, but I also know I'm here to learn from you guys too. You all carry different gifts and medicines. My purpose in this time of shift is around kind of ancestral and land healing and helping people reconnect to their relationship with all of life, right? You know, in a kinship way and that sense of belonging and healing. I know that this is like a stepping stone to so many things of shift around land and land ownership and land stewardship, and that's what the conversation and the teaching has to be right now. This work is sacred right now for a very particular reason. So I'm really looking forward to learning and growing with you and co-creating with you and being iterative with you, and it feels really important. Thank you. I'm really lucky to be here in this circle. I really do.